Marvel's Avengers patch 130 has finally arrived, guys, and along with a lot of bug fixes, it also brought a lot of sorrow and anger within the players community and a new endgame area we can access called the Mega Hive Heroic Gauntlet. However, while we will not discuss these aspects in this video, but in a future one, both of them are really important if you are trying to find some Marvel's Avengers exotic gear. So welcome back, guys, Vlad here with another Marvel's Avengers game guide in which we talk about the Marvel's Avengers exotics or exotic gear, but before we begin, two small clarifications that must be made. First of all, in this video, we will not talk about the exotic artifacts that are guaranteed rewards you receive by completing various questions, but we are talking about exotic gear which drops while completing specific activities. And second, although I promised you guys a valid Marvel's Avengers exotic gear farming method, it seems that there is a very strange way to get them, which makes farming exotics quite impossible, and on top of that, the whole process of trying to get exotics in Marvel's Avengers a total waste of time. So although I am really sure you will not like what I am about to tell you, before hitting the thumbs down button, which again I totally understand, consider this video a time saver for you, because I am not the one who implemented this disgusting loot system. Now let's begin with some information about Marvel's Avengers exotics, which represent the highest rated gear in the game and also the rarest. This type of gear is represented by the orange color that you guys know from other role-playing games. Nothing new here. Most likely you have seen them in other videos on YouTube, although a lot of people fail to clarify how to get them. Well, thanks to Crystal Dynamics representative, the whole mystery is now solved, and as you're about to see, trying to get them, as I said, is a waste of time. Why? Because the exotic gear follows a really strange rule when it comes to drop rate, which although it is similar to the one from Destiny 2, it is a lot worse. Right then, moving to Reddit now, Megan Marie, who is a Crystal Dynamics representative as I said, took her time and finally found a way to explain how loot works in this game. It is ambiguous, but we'll try to decipher it. According to her post, the exotic gear in Marvel's Avengers has 3 perks, can power boost up to 10 times and always drops with higher attributes than legendary gear. While this description is to the point, players show us otherwise, because for example this piece of exotic gear has lower attributes than even the worst legendary gear. Now developers said that this was fixed, but as you can see it wasn't, along with many other things. Good, so right now we know that some pieces of exotic gear are worse than the legendary gear, which kinda makes them useless if you think about it. But let's assume you still want one, you know, just to see it. How do you get it? Well, Megan was kind enough to share this with us as well, and further down the post we see these lines. Exotic gear and additional exotic artifacts have a low drop chance to drop in late game activities the first time they are completed each week, although they are not guaranteed each playthrough. These activities include Elite Heroic Hives, Mega Hives, and the AIM Secret Lab, which is going to be released soon. But Megan here has a strange way to explain this, thus I am going to clarify this for you. The exotic gear comes from endgame activities, and this doesn't need clarification. But unlike in other games, your best chance to get them is at the beginning of the week, because basically that's when you have the best drop chance, which is already very low. Or simply put, if you want to get an exotic gear, you'll have to play one of these activities at the beginning of each rotation, which, if I am not wrong, starts every Thursday at 10 AM. Once you completed that activity, your chances to get an exotic gear will be drastically reduced. On top of that, the exotic gear, as Megan explains, is awarded based on playthroughs, not difficulty. And this means that if you are playing the Elite Heroic Hive, for example, you have the same chance to get this regardless of the difficulty. This is, as I said, a disgusting way to reward players, but there is more than that. Let's assume you focus on playing the Elite Heroic Hive each Thursday when the rotation starts. We do know that the difficulty does not matter, which means that the playing on brutal or playing on easy has the same effect when trying to get exotic gear, simply because they are awarded based on playthroughs. And if your playthrough has 0 chances to award you an exotic piece of gear, that chance will be the same. However, you as a diligent player complete the Elite Heroic Hive because you still have your small chance to get one. Well, no matter if you get it or not, the moment you finish the Elite Heroic Hive, the first time each week, you will drastically decrease your chances to get another exotic for the rest of the week. And not only for one hero, but for all of them. Why? Because the drop rate is tied to your account, and the game will mark your first completion each week and immediately lower the drop rate for that activity. Luckily, this system can be outsmarted a bit, and I'm going to tell you how in a second, but before doing that, if you are torturing yourself playing the Mega Hive on Brutal because you want to find exotic gear, you can stop right now because it's just a waste of time. The game will not reward you for doing this on Brutal, and most likely you'll end up with a legendary piece of gear or two. If you already finished the Mega Hive, for example, once this week, your chances are even lower, considering that the Mega Hive has 8 instances with 5 to 6 floors each for a total of 40. Playing it again knowing that you have almost no chance to get another exotic is a total nonsense, because you'll end with legendary gear, as I said, you can get from somewhere else way faster. Now, before I wrap this up, let's assume you are one of those lucky players who got an exotic gear when you play the first time after a weekly rotation. If this happens before finishing the activity, you can outsmart the system a bit. It is not the farming method I wanted to show you, trust me, but it's better than nothing. So, if let's say you get the exotic gear before finishing the activity, the moment you loot it, return to the Quinjet, otherwise that instance will be marked as completed on your account, and the drop rate, as I said, will be reduced for each and every Avenger you play with. But if you return to the Quinjet, your activity is marked as unfinished and you have another chance at getting an exotic gear with a higher drop rate than usual. And that's it. So now you know why exotic gear is so scarce, and now you know why wasting time and energy on those activities is not worth it. Hopefully the drop rate will be improved in the future as Crystal Dynamics promised, but since we already saw what they did with the latest patch, my expectations are quite low at this point. Let me know what you guys think about this Marvel's Avengers exotic gear and how this system was implemented by developers in the comment section below. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.